Yeah, I got a 1-year-old daughter, and I'm waiting for the first Yankee game. It's a big.
Oh, that's.
Hopefully she'll be ready. Hopefully they'll be
new
winning.
Stadium.
Well, man, that's wrong.
I know. See, I'm a Brig Stadium fan myself, a Tiger Stadium. The old
Yeah.
Tiger Stadium smelled like the Tigers. You know, it had it in the wood. It was in the wood.
I know. I'm just getting over the trauma of Yankee Stadium, and then Joe Torre is
but they're
gone.
not tearing it down, are they? They're not going to tear it down. They can't. They couldn't.
What are they going to do with it?
But still, it would.
It's just wrong. It's like tearing down Fenway.
Yeah, I mean, you can't do that. They still haven't torn the Tiger Stadium down, I don't think.
Yeah.
It's still there.
Well, what are you going to do? Go look at it? Just turn it into a museum?
Yeah, museum. I mean, who's got the greatest franchise of all in baseball? The Yankees.
Yeah.
I mean, why wouldn't that be a museum? A baseball museum.
Because it's valuable real estate, and a lot of it.
Yeah,
and
but
somebody's got to play there. But the Yankees have to. It's just wrong. And Joe Torre's gone, and we're having a terrible year, and I'm.
Everybody on that team is an all-star.
I know, and we can't win.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
Honestly, being a baseball fan and a Tigers fan, I sit there and every time I see the Yankees on, I go, "Oh man, they're going to kill these guys. The Yankees are so good."
Yeah.
And I can't believe they don't win. Damon kills them, so they get Damon.
Right. That used to work for us, though. I used to love it. We had a bad few innings with Louis Tion. Let's get him. For just a couple of months.
It's very smart.
I enjoyed that sense of domination and overkill that the Yankees were all about, but it's just not working.
My road manager is the biggest Yankees fan.
Right.
If you say anything against the Yankees, I mean, you have to answer to him. So during the World Series, our deal was, if the D-backs win, you have to wear the D-backs hat for the rest of the tour. If the Yankees win, I wear the Yankees hat.
Right.
It's 3 games to 3 games. I'm going on stage during the last game, and I'm going, oh, this is killing me. I said, don't tell me anything.
Right.
Okay? And I'm on stage, and I go back for my break, and everybody goes, don't tell me. I get out in the middle of the last song. School's out, has come on, and all of a sudden I see this little sign come up. D-backs win.
Oh.
And I don't care what song I said, I went, yes! And it was it was, of course, you had to wear that D-backs hat every day.
So given a choice between the D-backs and the Yankees, obviously you're going with Arizona, but ultimately you're a Detroit fan.
I'm a Tigers fan, and it's really, and honestly, I'm so used to being in the basement, and I get it, but I'm like a Cubs fan.
It's a calling.
Dyed in the wool.
Listen,
Tigers.
and
Lions, who are just as bad.
But wait a minute, Boston has won. If there's any reason to believe, to be romantic about baseball and believe that anything could happen, and that the guys who've been languishing in the cellar a long time are going to have finally their day in the sun, it's Boston. Theoretically, our traditional arch enemies. But I was crying when they won the series. I mean, I wish they hadn't done it over our broken bodies.
Yeah, that's right.
But I mean, that was one of the great stories in sports.
Really was,
I was very, very happy with them.
I'm like that too. If I see a team that's come out of the ashes and they're winning, I went.
And there are no greater, true believer fans in baseball than Red Sox fans.
Yeah, well, that's true. But if you had the Red Sox and the Cubs, that would be one of those.
Oh my God!
It would be like a Shakespearean tragedy.
Oh man! My camera guy's like smiling. Oh man!
Well, I always say the Tigers and the D-backs, I'm in trouble because I know all the D-backs really well, and I really do root for them.
Yeah.
I never had a National League team because in my house, the one thing you couldn't be was National League.
Yeah, I'm with that too. The Mets are not even a New York team as far as I'm concerned.
that was something that you weren't allowed to have. So when we got a team here, I went, well, at least they're National League. I can be okay with that,
Right.
But you couldn't be at my house. You had to be Big Blue.
Right.
I mean, Michigan was everything. I mean, when you went out, you wore blue and gold. That day of the game. I mean, that was like, you couldn't even argue about that. That was it.
Right.
To this day, I'm Big Blue. Doesn't matter.
Right.
No